The following information comes from the Golden Anniversary, 50 Years of Secondary Education in Oxford, Kansas, by 1945-1946 Office Practice Class, as well as the Story of Oxford by the 3rd grade class of 1936.
The first school was a one-room wooden building that was built in 1871 and was moved around town to various locations.
Then in 1874, they built a two-story stone school that was on present-day campus.
The first year of high school was 1895 to 1896, and students played schoolyard football.
In 1897-98, students developed this cheer.
Hurrah, hurrah, we're no fools. Hurrah, hurrah, Oxford Public Schools. Zip boom ah, Oxford, Oxford, rah, rah, rah.
In 1905-06, the first basketball court was made in the dirt on the schoolyard. Students cut down the trees from the Thew Grove to make goalposts. We believe Thew was the name of the family that owned the Humphrey House at the time.
A game was playing against Utah, and we lost to 16-18.
In 1913, a brick building was built. The school had both elementary and high school students.
In 1914-15, students organized a baseball team and beat Belle Plaine on September 24th. The score was 20-3.
100 years ago, in 1916-17, students listened to Victrola records sent out by the University of Kansas. Today we have iPads.
Also during this year, they added domestic science tables completed with hot plates. These tables were used for cooking.
In 1917-18, the domestic art sewing tables and sewing machines were added. The building was also wired, making it possible to have evening lectures.
In 1918-19, there was flu epidemic that was so bad they called off a Thanksgiving basketball game because half the faculty and students were sick.
The same year, the sophomores threw a skating party for the juniors. After the party, they went to the Goodyear Bakery for refreshments. When they got there, 2 seniors had picked the lock and stolen all the wieners. Mr. Slay, police judge, and Mr. Wingler, superintendent, spent the night looking for the thieves.
In 1919-1920, the boys' basketball team won Oxford's first ever championship by winning the Sumner County Championship when they beat Argonia.
They also won second in a tournament at Southwestern College.
The boys also won third in the state by beating Lawrence, Liberal, and Tynark City.
In 1920-21, the girls' basketball team won second in a tournament at KU.
In 1923, a student suggested we be called the Wildcats because of our scrappy basketball team.
A new high school was built in 1928 because class sizes have gotten so large. In the school year 1926 through 1927, there were 123 high school students enrolled and 192 grade school students, and they all had to share the same building.
1928 through 29 was the first year to have classes in the new high school. This was the first year they assigned grades as A, B, C, D, and F. Before these grades were given Roman numerals 1, 2, 3, 4. They also started student council this year. One of the student council members was Alan Dowers.
In 1928, Oxford had one of the youngest high school students enroll. Her name was Christine Overley, and she was 11.
In January 1930, the elementary school burned down.
They ran high school classes from 8 o'clock to 12 o'clock in the high school building. And then the elementary school used the building from 12:15 to 4:15.
While the present grade school was being built, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th graders went to the skating rink downtown for classes.
We hope you have enjoyed learning about the history of Oxford schools.